Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, episode 34, where we are hanging out in the Motherhorn, taking all of its sights and sounds, specifically these very tiny jail cells we're currently hanging out in. How y'all doing tonight? How we doing, players?
Good.
Sucks here.
Doing very good. Still stuck in this cell.
I mean, you've been there
I
for a
wish
bit
I
now.
was a free man.
Well, man, I got a corpse in mine.
That's true. You do have a body in yours. And one of your allies is actually not even there. He's the only one to get
Hell
away.
yeah, brother.
He's probably dead. I'm pretty sure he got squished.
He could be. He might just. I may have just asked him here, and he's here to just like give the illusion like it's okay. But yeah, he's dead. It's gone. It's over.
Rick's debuting his newest character.
Third time's the charm.
Don D. Ross.
Teacher Ross.
Fantastic.
Well, we are starting quite a bit late, so I wanna go ahead and get moving here. Who's telling us what happened last time?
That would be me again.
Is you again, huh? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell us.
So, we got captured. That sucked. And we got left in some cells, and, Larry got trapped in there with his buddy, the corpse. So, pretty sure he's going insane at some point. Let's see. We had to put on a play. It sucked in the cages. I had to be a nervous apothecary. Sal had to be a rude butler or something, and Larry was some recently resurrected hero or some stuff. It was a shit show. It was just the worst thing ever. Endlin liked it, so I guess that's cool. Let's see. We got put back in our cells. We ate some apples. Something weird about that apple. And then Endlin came in and tried to interrogate me. And then I guess she interrogated everyone else. And then said I was a liar. So, joke's on her. I told her the truth. Anyways, let's see. I think that's about it. She cast some kind of control on us. Haven't quite figured out how to break that yet. Me and Larry, we changed cells when the goblins came to clean our cells. And now I'm staring at Julian's corpse. And I think I have a plan. We'll see how it goes.
All right. You have inspiration for the evening, Hoppy. Thank you for the recap. And now we're going to go ahead and head over back to the Motherhorn. So, as Hoppy stated, you guys had a little bit of an adventure last time, only in two places. You basically hung out in your cells, had very, very little time to talk to each other, dealt with Endlin a little bit, did a whole play, very improv-y, very, very, very. And now here you are again, in your cells. So, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all take over. What would you guys like to do?
Fun little tidbit. Goblins are not very good at being quiet, and I have very big ears, so I figured out the password. I feel so smart right now. I sneak up to the door and I put my ear up to it. Do I hear anything outside?
No.
I laugh to myself and I say, "Horn of the Mother."
Okay. You go up to the door and you lean towards it and you say, "Horn of the Mother."
Please, for the love of God. And then I push on it.
Okay. And do you do anything else?
I push on it. I push on the door.
Okay. Nothing happens.
God damn it.
I told you, it's only for the outside door.
All right. Plan B. I I look underneath. How big, is there like a space in between the bottom of the door?
Yes, very, very small, but yes.
Alright, hold on. Would you say is big enough for a small creature to crawl under?
What kind of creature?
A spider of sorts.
Spider? Yeah, a spider could probably crawl under that.
Oh, fantastic. All right. And I cast. Wait, where is it? Hold on. Give me a second. Sending.
Oh. Recognize the sender, can answer in a like manner immediately.
I think it's 25 words.
Send the message across any distance, even other planes of existence. Okay, sure. You cast this powerful telepathic communication spell to talk to your friend who's 30 feet away.
Well, from what I remember, it's kind of hard to hear through those doors. So
It's 60 feet. It's probably 60 feet. But yeah, you
again,
look right.
it's
And normal
It's
talking
very hard
volume,
to hear.
It's hard.
I mean, I don't want to scream over the. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up! Let me do my
Yeah.
thing.
I don't want to scream either, so I'm with you.
All right. And I cast sending, and I say. Wait, is it 25? Hold
25
on,
or
I'm
less.
sorry.
Why use many word when few word do trick?
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you
That's what I'm
Hoppy,
trying to do. All right,
you wanna
just
spend- Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. What?
I was going to ask if you wanted to spend a minute thinking about what you were going to say, like spend a bit of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Hoppy, you sit down to yourself as you prepare to cast sending, and you're on the last component of the spell, right at the end, and you pause, trying to think of what exact words you're going to say, since this is a higher level spell slot for you. You don't want to just waste it. And while you're sitting there thinking, Rain,
Yeah.
it feels like it's been a
Fantastic.
lot longer than you would have expected, but you finally see light again as you emerge from a stone floor in a room with 5 doors. The cord who is gripping onto you hops back after he appears here and quickly just starts looking around in every direction. And then says to you, "This is it. This is the place.
Yeah. Stand by.
I don't want to be here longer than I have to. Do what you need to do."
Gotcha. And I guess I'm just gonna start walking around, and I'm gonna peek my eyes into this cell.
You can't really see into the cell. There's only a slit at the bottom of it to be able to see inside.
I open it.
You could try.
I try opening the cell.
You push on it, and it doesn't budge at all. You remember, you're almost positive before it had some sort of unlocking mechanism on the outside and inside, but it doesn't seem to be any way to open it just from looking at it now.
I knock. I'm like, "Hello."
Okay, Larian, you can hear someone ask hello outside of your cell.
Do I recognize the voice?
You kind of sounded familiar. You weren't expecting it, but it's one you've heard before.
I'll get up from the bed, move over towards the door. Rain? Rain, is that you?
Larry.
Oh man, it's good to hear your voice.
I'm
What
glad
happened?
you guys are still alive. I
Barely.
got knocked out, and I guess one
How
of the
do I hear
cords
them?
grabs me, and they brought me back. And I kind of rested up a little bit.
A little far for you, Hoppy.
Would
Yeah.
this have been okay? So I wouldn't have. That's fine. I'll still.
Well,
Let's get you guys out. We got a way out. How do
can
you
you,
get this thing open?
I don't know. They usually just unlock from the outside. We can't open them from over here, right? There's no. lock on the inside that I can open the mechanism I see.
Not that you can
Yeah.
see.
Can I look around to see if I find any kind of mechanism to unlock it?
Sure, make a perception check.
Private.
Yeah, I can't see your rolls.
Oh shit! It was a 17. I swear to Jesus.
You swearsies?
Swears he's to Jesus.
Okay, well, you look around on that door and you don't even see a keyhole on it. It's very odd how it's even functional now. You're positive there was a way to open it before, maybe even a handle or something, but it seems to just be a flat surface now.
Open sesame.
Did Hoppy tell us did you tell us the code when we met briefly in the hallway? I don't remember where we even at.
No, because I
Yeah.
found out after.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, I guess we'll try to find a way out of here. But as soon as we do, we gotta get going. We gotta regain our troops.
Yeah, the others are in the other cells too. Glister is still here, but like we're all in here. I don't know how easy it may be for us to leave, but we do need to regather the reinforcements.
Yeah. I mean, it should be pretty easy for you to leave. I can get the Korgs to come in, and they could probably go underneath and take you guys out. They can pass through rocks.
Not sure. It's a little hard to say this to the door, but Endo has a command spell on us, and if we leave, I'm not exactly sure what she may be able to do to us, but we've been contracted to her now. Unfortunately, it was the only way to save everybody.
You guys made a deal with the hag?
It was. I'm sorry. It was the only thing. It's the only thing I could think of.
And I kind of just like feel like all my energy has been taken out of me. Like I was so happy and really to hear my party was alive, but now I'm just kind of looking down on the floor and I'm just like, well, what are the conditions? How do you break it?
Maybe the paper that she has her blood on. I'm not sure if she did something else after that. The only other way would be to probably just kill her.
There's a paper with blood on it?
Yeah, she took our samples of our blood and put it on a piece of paper when it happened. I'm not sure what happened to that.
Yeah. I would imagine it's probably in a room because that was the most secure place here. After Sal got like hit after trying to go up there. Maybe there's a way I can sneak in. I kind of turn over to the Korg, or maybe we can seep through the floor or something, and I can try to look around for it.
If you're gonna do that, I think Sal is in the room next to me, the one that Glister wasn't in.
Yeah, where's Glister and her sister?
Gleam was actually like just kicked out. Glister is still in her cell. She's just not being treated nice anymore. But
They
yeah,
kicked
so I'm not
Gleam
really
out?
sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened to Gleam. I mean, she was knocked out, and then she just said make her leave and put her outside the Motherhorn. I'm sure she woke up at some point, and I don't know what happened after that.
Well, I must set a party to go get to her at once. There has to be something about this too. She really must not like them together. There must be something more to it, but alas, nothing happened when we fought. But all right, I'm glad you guys are like, we'll have to find a way to break this contract.
Yeah.
But you still have the unicorn horn though, right? She doesn't know about that, right?
About she has that too. She took all of our stuff.
Fuck.
I was only able to keep a few things, but yeah, she took all of our stuff.
Well, I guess that's something else I could try to look for while I'm in a room, but I imagine security's pretty top right now.
Yeah,
Maybe we
I
could do
mean,
some scouting missions before we fully get in there.
The Cord
Yeah.
runs up to you, Rain. He's been pacing this time and then says, I can't stay any longer. I can't. Is there anything
Let's
else
go.
I could do? I gotta go.
We'll go. Let's go. Back to camp.
You want to leave? Are your friends not here?
They're here, but I gotta talk to some of the quarters when I get back and everyone else. Then we might need to come back so we can kind of regroup ourselves and hopefully try to get into her room.
The Cord looks towards the door that he was speaking through Rain, and he looks very, very confused. And then he looks back to you and says, "Oh, okay. It's just the longer they're here, the more dangerous it is. But if you say so."
Yeah. Well, let's get going. All right.
Now,
Larry,
Rain,
tell everyone.
just to let you know, if you do this diversion, I don't have anything ready for that, so it'll be a lot of just the rest of your team playing for the rest of the night, and a tiny bit of you, if you want to do this.
Well, I'm just planning on just going back to tell them giving an update, and then coming back to try to get into her room.
Like immediately? Just are you trying to bring an army?
No, I'm just trying to give him an update of what's going on.
Oh.
Unless he's okay with going to her room now.
Okay, so this just look at this guy. He looks terrified.
Well, that's why I'm thinking we go back. Maybe I can find a different court to take me up.
Oh, okay. The Cord
Does that
grabs.
make any sense?
It does. It's just. I mean, I thought you wanted to be with your friends, but you can fall back for now. That's fine. You fall back and regroup.
Let me look at him real quick, and I'm like, any chance he could potentially just take me to her room?
Make an
maybe
insight
like a couple
check.
more minutes.
Okay. Looking at him, it looks like the longer he's here, the more unnerved he is. You recall the Corps has never intervened with Inland to begin with out of fear of her and her allies. Especially being here alone. Before he was with an assault squad, now it's just him and you and some prisoners. He looks very uncomfortable.
Drop me in her room and come get me. Come get me in like 10-15 minutes, okay?
Okay, where's her room?
I think it's directly upstairs.
Okay, I'll try, but if it's risky at all for me, I'm bailing.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Oh, and tell everyone else that Gleam is out somewhere. They kicked her out, but everyone else is alive, and we'll try to rescue them when we get in.
Okay.
Something very important.
He reaches over and grabs onto you, Rain, and sighs to say, "Oh, you ready again?"
Go.
Okay. And you sink into the floor with the Cord once again. Poppy, have you thought about what you want to say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
I send a message. I send a message to Sal. I say, want res Julian, need backup, password horn of the mother, no work doors, spider Sal, under door, help please, Hoppy.
Okay, hi, Sal, you hear all that?
I get to respond, right?
Yes, 25 words or less.
I'm gonna respond and just be like, oh god. That's 2 words.
Okay.
Not the half-truth rabbit again. And I will cast or actually I will try I'll try and say Horn of the Mother to the door as well. Just test it and see if the door will open.
Okay, do you do anything when you say Horn of the Mother?
I'm gonna tap the door like you would with like they were like with the scepter.
Oh, so you're putting your hand on, just going tap tap.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk up to the door and say, Horn of the Mother, and tap the door twice. And your cell door swings open.
Hey yo, let's go. All right, I'm gonna get out, and I'm gonna go do it to Larry's door now.
Well,
Horn of the
how long
Mother.
has it been since Rain was left?
Like maybe
It did.
1 minute so far.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You
Okay, so-
walk to his door, tap on it twice, say Horn of the Mother, and likewise, the door swings open.
Hey, buddy.
Sal, did Rain get you out? How'd you open the door?
Hoppy, the half-truth rabbit, sent me a message. And there was some truth to what she said. Password is Horn of the Mother. And we just tapped the door twice, like they were, like with the scepter.
Oh. Oh, it's a good thing you guys can hear that stuff. But
I pull out my crystal.
Rain was just here.
What?
And I do hoppy things.
Rain was just here. Let's get Hobby out so I don't
Yeah,
have to say it twice.
She was asking for backup. I'm gonna say Horn of the Mother and knock twice.
The door swings open.
I immediately try and hide my fucking crystal and like freak the fuck out. What? Oh,
What are you doing?
what? How'd you get it to work? Wait a minute.
I'm gonna stand a little bit over here.
No, get in here.
But, okay. Also, Rain was here like a minute ago.
Wait, what? And you let him go?
I don't know how he came here. I was stuck in my cell. I didn't know how to get out.
That's a fair point. I didn't tell you.
Tell me what?
The Horn of the Mother.
Oh, would you guys overhear that or something?
I heard it.
She told me.
Oh, that's pretty useful. Maybe, I mean, Rain might be able to get us out of here a little bit, but I don't know how easy it might be able to. But anyway, what are we doing here?
Hoppy asked for backup.
So.
She's scared of a corpse, I guess. I don't know.
And I pull out the star gem, or not star gem, star sapphire, and I kind of look at it for a second, and I go,
Hold on.
Larry,
While you start to pull out your star gem and speak to Larian, we're gonna cut for a second over to Rain.
Alright.
Hey, it's me.
I've got y'all in initiative just so the camera will stay supposed to stay appropriate. I don't know why it's
Roll
still following me. Hoppy, move. Look around the map right now. Tell me, are you able to move around the map still, like with your camera? Okay,
With my
cool.
camera?
Yeah, like are you zooming out and stuff?
Yeah.
What I'm doing right now?
Okay, cool. Yeah, camera's gonna be a little wonky for a moment, folks, but bear with me.
What, are you trying to look through my camera?
I don't worry about it. I got it covered.
Okay.
Rain. So the Cora is asking you where Indlin's room is. What do you tell it?
I tell him it should be right above us. Next floor.
Okay. He swims through the stone. Sal, this is right now. This is happening at the same time. Sal had just walked out of his cell and he's heading around to Larian to talk to him. And both of your heads poke through an odd-looking room.
The hag's in there. I yell, "You damn hag!" and I really run away.
It's a black room.
Good.
The darkness in here is very odd. There are light sources in here, but for whatever reason, you can't see that far in front of you. Let me show you what this
Even with
room-
dark vision?
even with dark visions, like there's some sort of magical darkness going on in here. I have something that you can see here. Let me find it. That's not it. Where is it? There it is. When you enter this room, this is kind of what it looks like.
Oh. Thanks, I hate it.
Oh, she plays lacrosse.
I see it.
Oh, I see. I see. On the left, yeah. Okay.
Sad, bruh.
Also have something I need to read for you here.
We're in danger.
So, scores of wooden marionettes hang from the ceiling of this oddly shaped room, the floor of which is strewn with old play scripts. Near the entrance are two alcoves, one containing a bare table, the other holding a wooden chest with tiny clawed feet. Deeper in the room, you see a wicker basket surrounded by miniature toy birds. Scores of hourglasses are fixed all along the walls. Whenever the sand of an hourglass runs out, the mechanism that attaches the hourglass to the wall causes it to flip over. The steady hiss of all of those falling grains of sand can be heard throughout the room. A large glass-doored wardrobe with a jade eye embedded in its cornice, I don't even know what that means, stands at the far side of the room in a wide alcove.
Is there a big bell?
You don't see any big bells in here, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to make this a little simpler. So we're going to go ahead and... so you can kind of see everything. You don't have to fumble around. But it's extremely dark in this room.
All right. Come get me in 15 minutes, unless I start yelling cord, and then come faster, okay?
We're gonna be punished.
Okay, as long as if you're in a fight, I'm not helping.
All right.
You see the cord sink back into the stone. What do you do, Rain?
I'm gonna just kind of inspect the area to see if I see any traps, or because I'm kind of cautious about what Sal said about the door. If there's anything I should be not step my foot on.
Move your token around and tell me where exactly you're looking.
So I'm kind of just looking around, and I'm also examining the puppets. And do they look relatively realistic? Do they look like people I've seen or heard of?
Just glancing at the marionettes, they don't. I mean, they seem pretty realistic, but they don't look like people per se. They look like wooden dolls more than anything.
Are they high enough where they're not touching me, or am I stuck in them?
They're about maybe 1 foot dangling above your head right now.
1 foot dangling above my head. All right. Well, okay. I'm just kind of moving around. I'm gonna head over to this wooden chest.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of examine it to see if there's any kind of contraptions with it, or anything that might prevent me from getting into it, or really some kind of trap.
Just looking over at this chest, it looks to be a standard, almost like a floor cupboard. It's got a flat top surface, it's got 2 sides to it, and it looks like there's supposed to be doors closing it up, but the doors are gone, or the hinge looks broken, and there's 2 shelves inside. The only thing inside of there is a few cobwebs, a note that looks like it has a wolf head stamped onto it, and a vial with blood red liquid right next to it.
I grab the note and I read it.
All right. Give me just a second here. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So you're looking at this wolf stamp note. It looks like it's been opened before, and when you open it up, most of the text is illegible. It looks like it's just maybe it's smeared ink or charcoal or whatever it was used to write it. But at the bottom of it, it's fairly clear because some text that doesn't match any letter or anything else on the note that you can make out is written at the bottom in a fine cursive manner. It looks obvious that this note was added to this letter at a later date. Specifically, it reads, "Blood comes from the Order of the Lichen. More could be useful. Need to seek this out. Branzik. Belongs to a chapter in Waterdeep. Julian could achieve this? We'll revisit another time."
So I imagine that blood is related to what this note is, and I will ask you off camera for the full details. I can write it down later for the future.
Sure.
Interesting. And I look over at the blood. I'm like, I really hate stealing, but she stole my friends. And I grab it and I put the file in my bag.
Okay.
Water deep. Interesting. All right. And I go over, and the next thing I see is this chest. And I do the same thing. Like, I kind of feel around or look at it to see if I notice anything out of the ordinary, if I'm able to feel any kind of magic coming from it. Just playing it super safe.
Okay.
I'm also tiptoeing like a ninja.
Okay. Go
Very
ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Ooh, stealthy.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Damn.
You start to move quietly about the room, which is a good thing, Rain, because as you're moving, you just glance at a few of the marionettes, and you see a few of the eyes on these just dart towards you. You know you're being watched right now by something.
Yeah.
You were heading to... Okay. You head over to this chest that's sitting over in the corner. It looks like it has a sturdy built-in lock.
Is it unlocked though? I try opening it.
It's got a padlock on it.
Hmm.
Oh, no, not a padlock. A built-in lock. Got a thick built-in lock.
All right. I take out my water jug, and I am going to use my shape water ability. Give me a second. Da-da-da-da. Well, as I pull up the thing on my thing, I shape the water into a key that matches the padlock, or attempt to. I like put the water in and try to like move it around to match what would be the key. I think that's gonna probably take some tough.
It's going to be a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see. You got a 16. Let's see. Okay. You slide some of your water in, just manipulating the force of it to try and find these locks and whatnot, or whatever they're called inside the hinges, keys. I'm not sure, but nothing seems to budge.
I get the water, put it back, and I'm like, all right, I'll come back to that. I don't want to make too much noise. And I'm
Okay.
still slowly sneaking over to this cabinet over here.
While you're moving over to that cabinet, you notice out of all the papers on the floor, only one's crumpled up, laying over here. And as you notice that, we're gonna jump back to our other group in a moment.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Poppy, you just pulled out your crystal, and you return to Larian. What do you say?
I pull out the star sapphire. No, I pulled out the star sapphire. I think I might have a way to bring Julian back. Yeah, but it really is up to you. And was he really a good person? It's important.
I think you might be able to help us. It depends, I think, if he's still somehow indebted to Endolin. If he's not,
I mean,
think
we're indebted.
yeah, but if he died and that breaks the contract, then he's free to be himself again. I think he was a good guy. He just did bad things sometimes. You don't have to be perfect to be good.
True. finally pull out the little carrot-shaped crystal around my neck, and you can clearly see that it's glowing in my hand. like a silvery white.
It crystal is or your necklace?
My necklace. You can't tell anyone about any of this.
What about
Okay.
Rain?
I might need to
Yeah,
explain
sure,
it to
he's
Rain.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
What are you doing?
Breaking things. And I start to cast Revivify. But as I am doing it, sorry. As I'm doing it, you literally see the crystal start to float a little bit. So, this could go all the good ways, or this could go very, very wrong. And I start to, fuck. Panic. God damn it, my panic attacks. I start to make a plea to Bahamut, and I say, "Oh Lord Bahamut, you always teach us to go after those who are unjust and do unjust things to others. Well, this soul has had things unjustly done to them," and I kind of look at Larian for a second, and then I look to back to Julian. He was a hero once, so I feel like he should be able to serve justice where it is due. And my crystal kind of glows, and you see my eyes kind of glow a little bit, and it turns like an off-white green as the Revivify spells goes through, and I finish the spell with, "In the Lord's name, may justice be done. In Bahamut's name, I raise you." And then I slam the crystal down on Julian's chest.
Make a religion check, Hobby.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Hey, guess what I'm bad at?
How is a cleric bad at religion?
Isn't Bahamut bad?
Damn, that was fake religion you just preached?
Bahamut's bad?
I don't think so.
No. Inspiration immediately.
It doesn't follow my god.
Okay,
I'm a Scientologist.
let's see that
Please.
inspiration.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
I'm
Hoppy,
gonna
you
cry.
slam that crystal onto Julian's chest. And
Yeah.
it was already glowing all these different colors of light. It's just purple, blue, green, orange, yellow, everything just flashing through the room in a gentle, peaceful hue. You notice that the crystal starts shaking. Oh, wrong one. Shaking in your hands. It starts getting a little bit more violent as you raise it up, still gripping it, now with two hands. The light's still shooting out from between the gaps of your fingers. Your whole body begins to shake with the crystals. You feel this enormous energy building up inside of it. As it gets more violent, it starts making this piercing sound until all of you
Ow.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Neat.
Neat.
That was a good,
This is
that was a
what you
good
get
try.
for dealing with
Black
them
Shades.
devil magics.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
He'll be fine.
That was a cool effect, though.
Okay. So, you see the crystal suddenly go dark, and in one violent eruption, all of you are just launched back inside this cell and slam into the walls.
That's not good.
That should have knocked you back pretty far. So instead, we'll just do damage instead. All of you are going to take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, fuck. My
Hoppy,
bad.
when your back hits the wall, you drop the crystal on the ground and it rolls near Julian's body. As all of you were almost knocked prone. Larian, you land to your feet. Sal as well. Actually, all of you land on your feet. You rolled higher than 15. All of you land to your feet, but have the wind knocked out of you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing that
Is it-
again.
That was pretty crazy.
The fuck was that?
I'll look
Well,
over at Julian and what's actually no, I'll get up
God
and
damn
I'll
it.
walk over to him.
You walk over to
Right.
Julian and what, Larian?
Yeah, is there anything? I'm gonna look at him. Is there anything different about him?
Something is different. You look down at Julian, and you see his eyes open, staring at the ceiling, with a worried expression on his face.
Oh, Jesus.
His eyes then roll down slightly and look at you.
Holy shit, it worked. Welcome back.
He slowly starts to sit up and puts his hand on his face and starts rubbing his head as he says, "Is that Larian? It's you." And he looks over towards you, Hoppy, and notices you, Sal, and says, "All of you, you struck me down, but He looks at his hands and then he's just down and just examining himself like he's just in shock at his current state until he says, "And I feel free. What did you do?"
I immediately look for my crystal.
Hoppy, you
Well-
find your crystal very quickly. It's right next to you. And looking down on it, you see 3 massive cracks down the sides of it. And you have a new effect with your magic now, but you don't know what it is yet.
Damn, double magic.
Oh,
Hey, three giant
breaker.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Neat.
Yeah, I pick it up and it like sparks a little bit, and I go, "Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good."
Was that the sapphire or her necklace that shattered?
That was my necklace.
The star sapphire she used is disintegrated. Her necklace
That's
is
what I
cracked.
figured.
Damn, it ain't all that. That was fucking overpriced. And I saw Julian. What did Julian ask me? What happened? What did we do?
What did you do?
Broke things.
I don't really know what she just did, but it looks like she brought you back. But I mean, we killed you. That was it. We fought back, and I had to finish you off. I couldn't let you hurt my friends. You almost killed Sal over here.
Yes, I remember as such. No hard feelings, I hope.
You feel free now, though? You don't feel her hold on you anymore?
He sort of cracks his neck and starts to stand, and notices that you guys brought his weapon with him, too. To which he just puts his hand on lightly, and then looks back to you, Larian, and says,
I
Anytime-
just back away.
"Anytime I had the slightest inclination to disobey, to
Not like step in front. And,
not act according to our agreement, our pact, I guess, I would no longer get to be me for an indeterminate amount of time. But I'm fully aware of what I did, what I've done. If you have any questions, now's the time, but until we get out of here, whatever you're doing, I'm in your debt."
well,
Him, but Tom instead.
there's
Praise be.
yeah, praise Bahamut, I guess. But Well, all right. So a lot happened after, and we need to break the pact too. She took our blood, and we need to get out of here. We need to
Did you
get
talk
our
about
stuff
any
back.
terms?
No, I gave her an item she wanted. Well, yeah, I guess you might the horn. We had that. I gave that to her in exchange for her not killing us. And then she just took our blood and put it on a piece of paper.
So she has your blood.
Crystal.
Can she-
It
has she-
took years.
Has she ordered you? Has she made you do anything?
Not me. I don't know about them, but I definitely felt her magic in my blood. I could feel it.
She made me twirl in a circle.
She made me bow to her.
Yeah, it felt like the command type of magic.
That's not good.
I can't dispel it.
Well, was there any
Is she-
any text on
Well-
when you gave her your blood? Did you have to sign any contract?
No, we didn't sign anything, or they were knocked out, and then they just took us right to these cells.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's good. Do
Wait,
any
how
of
is that good? She has a blank check with our blood on it.
It doesn't really work for her to just fill it in as she can. There's a certain length she could take it to, but she can't put anything. Do any of you know how devil contracts work?
No.
I've read a few things on it.
I would also like to think back on what I might have read on that stuff.
Make a history check. And while you're thinking about it, Rain,
Guess who's back, but better than ever?
What are you doing?
Rain is here.
Wait, that's Fiend, right?
yeah, technically, yeah, it's split the fans.
Advantage.
Advantage.
All right, we'll get back to that. Rain, what are you doing in there?
Well, I hear a huge rumble underneath of me. And I'm starting to freak the fuck out.
Oh, actually, yeah, huge rumble would. Did you tell the Cord to come back if anything like that happened, or you just said only if you call for him?
I said only if I called for him or 15 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it hasn't been 15 minutes yet. He does not show up.
Are all like the mannequins, the puppets like shaking around and shit?
Well, they're not shaking, but a lot of them are staring right at you.
And I'm looking
Oops.
right at them.
My bad.
And I pay no mind because I know it's some kind of fucking magic, and I turn over to that that crumbled piece of paper that caught my eye as I was walking across. That caught my attention.
Okay, you head on over to it and you pick it up.
And I read it. Not
Okay.
out loud though, only in my mind.
You read the following. You pick up the letter. It's very crumpled. Got a huge X cross through it, but you could still read it. It's just a big old, like someone took some charcoal and just went over it. It says, Lady Indolin, I again must beg you to be rid of our contract. The words my lips speak that I do not speak. These hands that no longer feel like my hands. My actions that I barely have control of anymore. It's all become too much. I did wish for power to explore the world with ease, but the tolls become too high. I met a kindred spirit. I swear to all the gods I could have told him to run from me. I shared with him the power you offered me. I watched myself encourage him and share this curse, knowing what would come next. I have a dead child to add to that horde list I've created now. Please, I only ask that if I can't be released, that we come to some sort of new agreement. Let me control myself again. This has become too much to bear. At the bottom, you see a dash with the name Julian Wind signed.
Wow! I stick the note in my bag. I'm like, this Santa didn't kill that kid on purpose, huh? Or Larry didn't kill that kid on purpose, huh? And I'm gonna be like, he's gonna be very happy to see this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rain. There's a little bit more at the very bottom of that note. In completely different handwriting and written at the bottom, you read the following. Tool has become dull and unsharpened. Remembers his true name again. Reminder to use obedient elixir ASAP. Ask Bav for recipe.
Yeah, these hags, they're assholes.
Indeed.
So I slipped that note in my bag as well
Revengeance.
too. So I'd be like, I gotta show Larry this, and then I'm gonna walk over to this little thing over here.
That thing is a glass-doored wardrobe. What do you do with it?
Same thing I did with the other containers. I look to see if I see any kind of contraptions preventing me from opening it, or any kind of traps, or kind of detect it for any kind of magic that might prevent it from being opening or attacking me.
So you're searching for magic traps?
All kinds of traps: physical, magical, sensual.
Sensual.
Make okay.
Those are
Let's
the
start with
best
an
kind.
Arcana check.
I'm not that good with the magic.
You don't sense anything magical off this thing. Go ahead and make a perception check now. So you examine this thing looking for any sort of trap or whatsoever, and you don't see anything that would dictate itself to be a trap. You do see something odd right on the front of it, on the wardrobe's cornice. I think that's like a handle, like a fancy handle or a fancy door on a wardrobe.
I'll Google it.
But it looks like a jade eye. And it's currently it's just an open jade eye just staring straight ahead.
Like an eyeball.
Yeah.
I think the cornice is like a top, an ornamental molding around the wall of a room just below the ceiling, an overhanging mass of hardened snow. So, kind of like, all right, I understand what it is.
Looking at the picture, it looks like it's at the top of the.
Yeah, it's like basically like an overhang essentially. And it can be modeled to look something
Oh,
cool.
I
So in this
gotcha.
case,
So
it's
you'd be under
modeled
a
like the
little
eye.
Okay.
I
There you go.
open up the wardrobe.
Okay. Inside of this, there's only one thing in here against the back wall of the wardrobe, and it's a large oval mirror in the wooden frame.
Do I look into it? What do I see?
Yourself.
And there's nothing else on there.
Nope. Don't see anything else in there.
I put the mirror. I put my hand on the mirror,
All right,
like on the actual glass.
you place your hand directly on the mirror, and
It high fives you.
Nothing happened.
give me just a
Says
second.
what?
no.
No.
I thought he was gonna do the nothing happened. shit. God
Curiosity
damn it!
killed the cat.
Oh, so something
gonna
may
end-
happen. I just gotta verify something first, though.
I'm gonna end up back at the Phalite, for the Witchlight Festival. See ya, bitches, back to selling out the water, baby.
I made it home.
I'm not the only thing getting the girls wet there, Sal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry. I
The
didn't.
swans
Yeah, I'm going back to the bar next campaign.
When you
I didn't
touch,
link this, by the way.
oh, Riverfire,
Yeah, I didn't link it, but there you go.
that's fine.
One healing.
I know it's broken.
You touch the surface of the mirror, and nothing happens.
Got him.
I put the mirror in my bag.
Well, it's a huge mirror. It's like your size in the back of this wardrobe.
He shoves it in there.
Take this.
I left it.
He just puts it on his back.
Whoop.
10 out of 10.
Am I able to lift it?
No, it is built into the back wall of this wardrobe.
Heavy bitch.
And there's no bells, right?
Really ties the room together.
You don't see any bells in this room. The only thing you see is a bunch of marionettes dangling from a wooden ceiling, a ton of hourglasses all along the wall, the sound of sand constantly running through them and them flipping whenever they run out of sand, the glass wardrobe you're standing in front of, a cupboard that you already inspected to the north, a wicker basket with toys in it to the south, and then the alcove leading what you can only assume is out of the room. Oh, and the chest you couldn't open.
And then all the papers on the ground, right?
Correct.
Can I look? I guess I'm gonna head over to the toy chest and see what I see in there.
Let's see. Okay, you head over to the wicker basket. Make a perception check for me.
Where does she sleep? Where's her bed? We not in a room?
You trying
let's
to
go.
get in her bed?
It's her office.
Where's
You
her
see
bedroom at,
3 tiny stuffed birds laying around this wicker basket, and 3 tiny wind-up clockwork birds also laying next to it. You also notice what looks like cat hair in the basket itself and slightly on the side.
Do I notice any other traces of a cat in here?
You haven't seen any thus far.
I go up to one of the clockwork birds and I clock it up and put it on the ground.
Okay. You wind it up and set it on the ground, and the little clockwork bird starts to chirp softly and shuffle its feet. It starts walking counterclockwise in a 5-foot diameter, completing 1 circle every 10 seconds. After about 30 seconds, the bird stops moving and chirping.
I grab another bird and do the same thing.
Oh my god.
It happens again.
Stop it!
It's good use of
Why?
that.
Why are you like this?
Why am I like? I'm trying to help you guys. What do you want me to do?
Fucking cat toys. Let me go play with them. I'm just messing with you. You're fine.
I'm investigating the cat toys.
You're
Looking
doing a
for-
great job.
Do I hear any meows at all from the cat toys? Or from that room, because I'm playing the toys.
You don't hear any meows at all.
Rats. As I'm going over all these papers on the ground, I'm kind of like skimming through them as well too. Am I seeing any names or anything that this looks like my party's names on any of the papers on the ground?
All the papers you see laying around seem to just have names of plays written on them, and just it looks like the start of a few scripts, but perhaps not good ones, as now they're just strewn about.
Do any of the puppets look like Larry as a werewolf kind of dude?
No. You see one that looks like it could be a rabbit head with ears curled forward wearing a jester suit. You see another one that looks like a cat head with skeletal ribs for its chest and long dangling arms and legs. You see another one that looks like a gnome with a small pointed cap and nubs for arms and legs. You see one that looks like a tiny goblin with children's feet, or perhaps maybe a 1-year-old's child's feet attached to it. Wooden, of course. All sorts of, sometimes grotesque and odd shapes of marionettes dangle from the ceiling, but nothing familiar.
Gross.
All right. Keep on exploring. Oh, what's this over here?
That is... it looks like an end table with a pitcher on it and a small glass right next to it. They're
Like
currently
a picture of like a picture of liquid, or like a
picture that
of,
could
like,
hold
person?
liquid. Yeah.
All right, empty. All right. I'm gonna go back to the chest, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to punch the shit out of the padlock to open it up.
How long would you like to spend punching the padlock?
Like 30 seconds or a minute.
Well, no padlock. It's built in, so there's no padlock. So you're trying to just punch the hinges off the chest?
Yeah.
Okay, you're spending 30 seconds doing that?
A minute, maybe. I don't know.
Make an athletics check, and let's see how long it's going to take.
God damn it.
Okay. You get in position, wind up your hand, and just bam! Right on the chest. And the first one, it didn't seem to give it all. But you continue to do so, and it gives just a tiny bit on the second hit. You spend a minute hitting this chest. But during that minute, we're going back to the other group over here to see what they're doing. You guys are currently engaged in conversation with Julian. What are you saying?
He had mentioned the fiend contract, the devil contract, and we rolled history.
Your history checks, that's right. Anyone who rolled a 15 or higher, you know that devil contracts are very, very, very specific. If certain terms are broken, the terms of what happens within the contract can be enacted on, regardless of either user's knowledge of it whatsoever. There's tons of clauses, tons of if-ands, tons and tons and tons of legalese in these things that make them almost impossible to get out of. But you would know that if you didn't know all the details or had the contract in front of you to begin with and could read it, they're not that binding. They can be destroyed fairly easily if found. And what can be added to them is not extreme.
Okay. I know that devil contracts can be pretty bad, but is it worth the same? Where if we haven't actually signed to anything, she can't do that much to us. We're not completely screwed.
Simply put, if you didn't sign an actual devil contract, then all she has is your blood. And she may have used your blood to do some sort of curse magic, which can be ended.
Curse. I didn't
Curse,
think
huh?
of curse.
Okay, so that's not so bad. And she probably has to have like. I mean, if it's only like a curse, then could she do it from anywhere? Like, if we left, could she actually do anything to us?
You could still be anywhere and have a curse's magic affect you, friend.
Right, but I mean, can she, I guess, command us wherever we are, no matter what?
She could. What she commands you to do, I mean, it depends. She couldn't see you, so she told you to walk forward and there's a wall, you just walk into it, I imagine.
Okay, so we need to find that paper and destroy it.
Easy.
I look down at my crystal and you see my eyes light up just a little bit. As it sparks.
Your lies.
My eyes? My eyes? That's all.
If I had to guess...
It looks like I'm reading something.
Her room is where she stores everything she considers most valuable. She has a chest there. She probably locked away your... Well, I won't say contract. Your... the source of her magic on you. It's likely there. Which, honestly, shouldn't be a problem, as... I don't know about you all, but I would like to exact a little bit of revenge.
Justice.
We'll definitely do too, but she took all of her stuff, which, for me, I kept some things, but...
I
that's not
absent-minded.
But I think the others might need their things. But I think Rain went and might have tried to go find her room. So weren't you in her room the other day? Yesterday, I guess. Scouting.
For like a split second.
If your equipment's the problem, I have an idea where that is now. Likely to be in the prop room now, to be used for whatever plays they force people to do next. Does she know I'm dead? Does she know I was dead?
No.
She has no idea.
Charme knew, but I convinced her not to say anything. And then a goblin that came to clean, I scared him. So he didn't say
Perfect.
anything.
In that case, this is a big ask coming from me and what we've been through, but return to your cells and trust me, and I'll bring back your belongings.
Okay.
And the contract.
Can I want to like,
quotes.
and I'm like looking him in the eye when he says that, and I want to like catch any facial tics. I don't know if listen to the way he sounds. I want to gauge if he's being genuine.
Make an insight check.
Insight.
Especially after all the stuff of him saying like he's free. I want to actually like verify this now or try to. I sure as hell do not.
Aw, but you know this guy. Roll again. You have advantage.
Oh, yay! Okay, that's better.
Good. You needed a 12. So, you look into Julian's eyes, just as you did recently when you found him again, after he disappeared all those years ago. You remember seeing him smug when you found him here, almost like he was looking down on you, or just bored with you. But looking in his eyes now, there's one thing you see sticking out stronger than any other emotion you could gather off him, and that is determination.
Yeah. If I think if you can get our stuff back, I think we. What do you say, guys? Are you ready to take another shot at this hag? I turn to Salin. Happy when I say that.
I seem very absent-minded in what I'm doing.
Julian,
Not sure I'm quite ready.
Julian's a strong beefy boy, but Hoppy looks very distracted.
Yeah, Happy, are you okay? You did a lot there. Is your gem okay?
It's not a gem, it's a crystal. They take years to grow, and it's broken. No, I don't know what's wrong with it, and I don't know if it's okay. I have no idea. I've never heard of a broken one.
Did I
sorry.
ever explain Wounded and Mortal to you guys by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I think so.
Julian looks over to you, Sal, and says, "Well, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm not completely sure I'm in fighting condition right now." As you look at him, and while he is alive, he's just as damaged as you guys left him. He is
right.
mortal at the
Right.
moment, as far as health
Oh,
is
yeah, I guess
concerned.
he came back with 1 HP, right?
I walk up to him and... Wait, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. I cast Cure Wounds at the 3rd level.
Okay.
Sparks fly.
So you said at the 3rd level?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a moment.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that your only other 3rd level slot?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it goes.
I say you might want to keep ascending.
Don't mind this.
Rain will be back. Rain will be back.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Whatever. It's done. Oh, shit.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Maybe if we stay one more night.
So you cast Cure Wounds at the 3rd level on Julian, and you
Close
see
them
his
again.
wounds start to close. But you're very confused when you see another version of yourself to your left appear, slightly translucent, and another to your right, and another behind you appear as well, as you also cast Mirror Image.
Neat.
The hell?
Wait, twofer? Did you just get a twofer?
Yeah, I did. The hell?
What?
And then, like, I wave at myself. How?
I've never seen you heal that way.
I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Oh.
Alright. And, like, I go over and, like, I poke one of myselves.
As you go to poke one of yourselves, it actually is going over to poke the air away from you at the same exact time.
Weird.
Well, that might look weird if somebody comes by and sees. Well, I guess not. I guess
I don't know what's happening.
I guess that's normal.
Dude, this is not normal. This is definitely not normal. That's not normal. And then I look down at the crystal again, and like it looks like I'm frantically looking through something. That's not normal.
What's on the crystal? What do you see?
stuff.
So if you, oh well,
And I just keep looking at Julian.
do you think that she would have put the unicorn horn in her room too? Then
See? I hold it up to Sal.
The horn, you know,
Yep, looks like stuff.
she did mention
Oh, hold
something
on.
about a horn in the past, but does she have a unicorn horn?
she does now.
If it's as important as she was talking about before and she actually has it, I imagine she's keeping it on her person. That's not something she'd put away. Too important.
All right.
If you'd like,
What
I
it-
can actually, and I take great pleasure in it, I could lure her here. Say I'm going to use you for a game I have and throw you your packs for some elaborate lie. You come out of your cells. I act like I'm about to have you do something, and instead we all turn and You see him pause and almost choke a bit as he closes his eyes, and then he, almost like he's just relishing the words he's about to say, and he says, "Take her down for good."
Well, I think that sounds pretty good. Are you going to be able to do that? He just gave you a little bit of healing. When do you think we could be able to do this?
Oh, I
She
am
may
definitely not
also.
in fighting condition.
Wait, did she bring us our food? I'm not like.
You had food this
I'm
morning,
hungry. Give me my food now.
which was an apple, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's right. The apple. So probably waiting a little while still for possibly another player. Who knows what? Okay. Yeah,
Sounds
maybe
like we just play along for now.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably gonna be a little. They might come in a few hours or something and make us do another play for the evening.
I see. In that case, how long would you need? I'll have you know, well, I won't say trusts me, she is not untrusting of me, but I'm not the best liar. The longer it takes, then I don't know how long until she notices I'm not hers anymore.
Well, I could. I mean, we only woke up a little while ago. I mean, I could fight whenever, but I don't know about. Obviously, just did a couple things. Might be a little rough, but it's also you. You're pretty hurt right now.
I am.
You gonna be able to take like a 30 or something and fix that up, and then we can try and do this. Our other friend is still here. We can.
There's no way. We barely survived last time, and I was at full strength.
I was with two of them here.
How
did
do you know
last
the
time
other
go?
ones left?
Scabatha was here too, and ripped down the stairs, and
I
we
will
thought it was an opportunity to attack.
They fought
And-
together against you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Must have been desperate. They hate each other.
Desperation.
I'm pretty sure Scabatha
They didn't seem that way.
reinforced that hate, though. When she left, she was pretty mad because she wanted to kill us, but Endolin said no.
In that case, let me do some scouting to see the current state of things. If she's gone, what would you like to do?
If Scabatha's not here, I mean, and you can get us our stuff. If you could rest up a little bit too.
We need that contract.
Yeah. We have to talk to our friend Rain too. Hopefully he'll come back before he leaves.
See. Give me an hour then. I may not return with your belongings, but that'll give me the lay of the land, and I can rest up a bit during it.
Okay, and hopefully by then we can coordinate too, and hopefully find that contract somehow.
He nods and looks to all of you and says, "Is this acceptable then?"
Yes.
Hoppy, I know you just use a lot of stuff, and that crystal doesn't look so good, and I'm sorry about that. But also, I thank you for trying. Yeah, well, are you okay?
No, it's the will of Bahamut. That's not me.
So, would you be up for a fight again?
Mm,
Naturally. Not set in stone.
like, I'm really not sure about that. We could do it. We could try. I mean, I'm not going to leave you hanging.
Well, we gotta... Hopefully Rain comes back.
Maybe with all of us together.
Let's see what happens at the end of this hour then. Depending on what Julian also is able to scout out.
Very well. Any other questions before I go?
I was
And
looking
I
at him
just
for a
look
moment,
down.
and
Go ahead.
well, I would just look at him for a moment, and like, there's a lot of stuff, but just say it'll have to wait.
I
Gotta
understand.
focus on what's important.
He looks down at you, Hoppy, and says, "Words cannot express how glad I am that you gave me this second chance, little one." And then he looks over to you, Larian, and says, "And neither words nor actions can make up for what I've put you through. But I can say that I will do my best, no matter what it costs, to make sure that you all get out of here alive. Stay safe. I'll be back as soon as I can."
Thank you, and stay safe too.
Julian picks up his sword. You see him sheath it on his back.
Oh, and I'll actually take the cloak out of the bag and I'll give it back to him too. I'll hold it out and be like, I took this for sentimental and practical reasons.
Research.
Yeah,
Research.
but here, you should have it back.
He looks to you, Larian, and looks at your hand holding out the cloak, and looks back up at you and smiles, and says, "Keep it. I think it looks better on you anyhow."
I'm just kind of looking at my hands. I'll put it back in my bag for now.
He's gonna smile later. I go.
And as he walks away, he also says, "And I'd recommend staying in your cells, just in case something else comes by while I'm gone. Good luck."
You too.
You hear a knock on the door, and he says, "Horn of the Mother." And it opens. As the huge mouth goes, "Wah," again. And he
I'm gonna
walks
stop
out.
for a moment.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What's up? What's up, Hoppy?
Do either of you know how to fix things? It's,
Not like crystals.
what? Well, it's nature. You're wolf thing.
I could
To
do some
win-
stuff with like
Two with nature.
wood. Would you?
It's not wood.
Yeah, I don't. I can't make. I'm not a druid. I can't make plants grow.
Oh, hey
I
Sal.
look at Sal the druid. Hey, buddy,
ignore
this is-
the explosion that happened before.
Also, by the way, you can't send another message, right? Can you? Actually, you probably
No.
shouldn't. Wait, you should save your spell slots.
I can't.
I do not have the means to fix your crystal, Hoppy.
You just. There's no way this thing is gonna backfire on us. Also, ignore that it backfired and totally try and fix this thing. Look at it.
I mean,
I
you
can
got two.
cast healing word on it, or purify any food or drink you got.
I
You
can
got
make it
any
hot.
animals? I can talk to it.
You think you need some heat? Should I warm it?
I could do that.
I definitely don't think he'll do it.
I could summon like a cloud of very small bugs on it.
That sounds utterly useless. Every bit of that.
I'm just gonna look at Hoppy and then I'm gonna turn around and walk to my cell.
We are screwed.
I'm gonna look again down at Hoppy. Thank you again.
Yeah. Just don't. I hope he doesn't squander it.
I hope so too, but I don't think he will. I
All
walk
right.
away.
Okay, you guys head back to your cells. I'm assuming you're shutting them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should then.
When I get
Okay.
back to myself too, I'm gonna like just kind of like pace around, be like, I'm just gonna start like muttering to myself like, rain, cord, rain, cord, rain.
We are actually going to take a quick break and then head back to Rain to see what's going on. We're going to take about 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. And we are back. So, panning to Rain.
Hey, it's me.
Let's get you over here. Rain, you have been just steadily bashing. Your palm's starting to really hurt a lot, but you are a monk, so your fists are a bit trained. You finally have that chest dented in and bashed in enough to where you can lift open the lid.
Hey.
Very jankily. It will take strength to lift it as well, as it is no longer properly on its hinges, but you can open it.
I open up the chest.
Good job.
Monk powers.
Okay. Everything inside's a bit disheveled, as you've been knocking it around quite a bit. But inside, you see a black sack, 8 bottles of exquisite elven wine, a shriveled hand of an elf wearing a ring on its 3rd finger, and clutching several rolled up sheets of blank parchment, and a singular piece of parchment with what looks like 4 red lines on it.
Hell yeah.
Stained lines.
I take all of it and put it in my bag.
Okay.
All of it?
Even the hand?
Yes.
Ew.
Wait. With the hand,
Take the hand.
can I remove the brain
I
from
mean-
the hand?
It's kind of the hand is kind of like gripped like this, holding on to some parchments. So with a little bit of fidangling, you can kind of get the ring finger out,
And
or the 3rd
parchments
finger
are-
out, and get the ring
parchments are
off.
blank.
No, the parchments have stuff written on them.
Ooh. Can I examine the parchments?
Yes. Most of the parchments have nothing on them, but the one in the forefront, or the one up on top, has a title page that reads, "The Agonies of Alagarthus, a 3-act tragedy by Endlin Moongrave," in Elvish script.
That's
I
that
can't-
guy that was trying to climb the tower. Yeah, it was your buddy. You talked to him.
That's his. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Is that his hand?
I think he had both of his hands.
I think he had both
I don't
hands too. All right. Well, I take that parchment and I also take the ring.
Okay, leaving the hand behind.
Hmm. Yeah.
All right. It's also about this time that a familiar character slowly raises its head from the floor. He's halfway poking out, and you just hear a "Psst, hey, hey."
Your stuff's not really coming through, Jamie.
No,
Oh. It's whispering, "Hey, hey, hey." That come through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before, as I notice, it's a cord, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey, man, 1 second. I'm almost done here. And I go up to the first puppet I see, and I try to untie it from the ceiling.
Okay, you reach up and start to grab one of the puppets. And as soon as you reach up and you say you're trying to untie it
Yeah.
and touch it, it starts jiggling and screaming intruder at the top of its lungs.
Oh,
All the other
no.
marionettes start mimicking it and scream intruder as they're all shaking, and it is ear-piercingly loud in here. The cord immediately starts to sink his head, but waves one
grab it.
hand at you. You have time for 1 action right now, Rain, before the
I
cord
go to
vanishes.
grab the cord's hand.
Okay.
And we
You
well enough alone.
I know.
dash to the cord, and it grab onto it. It's able to pull you, since you're holding onto it, through the stone, as both of you go through the floor to the previous floor. Just a second here. Back over. As soon as you appear through the ceiling, you both land hard on this floor, Rain. The cord releases, gets you off of his grip, and backs away and then says, "He's setting off alarms. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not staying around for this." He dives into the floor and disappears.
Oh, God damn it.
Well,
All
that
right.
certainly accelerates some things.
Yep.
I'm glad I did that. I head over to Larry's stall. His cell. Like,
Oh,
hey,
I can end
hey,
comment.
still there?
Oh, Ranger, back.
Let me in.
I'll put my hand on the door and horn of the horn of the mother, and I'll tap it twice.
The door opens.
Wait, I thought you were in this one.
Stuck with the wrong cell this whole
Over
time.
here, over here. I'll close the door back behind him.
It's safe to say Rain is not very
So-
perceptive.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Would I have just heard the intruder thing?
It was quite loud, so yes, even from here, you hear something just clattering deep in the distance, almost
Oh.
echoing.
So there's just this clattering, intruder, and Ray's like, "You want the good news or the bad news?" I think I know what the bad news is. What's the good news?
Oh, I got this note from Julian. And I take out the note from Julian to Endolin.
That's good
Oh,
news.
well, that's
You didn't
Okay.
kill the kid on purpose. This is all
Yeah.
Endolin's. This is all Endolin.
No,
Can I see that letter? But I know I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, and I got you guys. I got you guys contract too.
Well,
Wait,
that's
what?
good news.
And then I'll just reach for it and I'll grab it. Will you let me take it?
Yeah, and I got
Alright,
this
good.
ring from some hand.
I look at the
And I
ring real
put the
quick and
ring
then
on- I put the ring on.
look back at the paper and I'll look at it. Does this look like our blood and parchment? And can I sense the connection of it to me? 'Cause I mean, I recognize my own blood, I think.
Make an Arcana check.
I don't know if that would count as advantage. No, it's recalling information.
Okay, you definitely sense something magical about this parchment. You remember having to sign a streak of your blood on something. It adds up.
I think this is it. I'll tear it up.
Okay, you rip it up. Little pieces.
Do I feel different? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll also burn it with my ability to produce flame cantrip.
You light the pieces on fire, they turn to ash. And you feel same as you have been feeling.
Okay, I might have to do something again. If that didn't help us, hopefully that helps somebody.
So you guys are free. We can go. Well,
I don't
the
know,
court might
but-
be upset with me, so we might have to go through the original
Well,
way.
All right, so while you were gone, Hoppy was able to bring Julian back to life.
That's such an awkward
So-
conversation.
But isn't he evil?
No, that's a long story. But he's also he's seems free of Endolin's pack now, so he is going to come back in an hour with some information about what it's like, and then he has an idea to lure her here for us to attack her, and he's gonna try and bring her stuff back possibly at some point. But he's gonna be back in an hour. That sucks that the court left.
Everybody make a perception check.
Everybody?
Everybody. 15 or higher gets it.
I got it.
Gets the goods.
I got it too. Oh yeah, Rain definitely got
That was spinning between 19 and 1. I'm pissed.
it. You lose.
Everybody but Sal can hear the doors opening to the
I
main room here.
immediately put my crystal away.
Oh,
Let me hide underneath your cot.
you gotta hide. Yep.
Is this a bed or is it just a cot on the ground?
It's like a little cot on the ground. You hear voices as
If it's not on the ground when he gets under, I'll also kind of like drape the
Yeah, we're
blankets over a
snuggling.
bit and like. No, I'm not gonna snuggle. I'm just gonna like.
Should I roll a stealth check?
yeah, make a stealth check. Okay, so you hear voices actually because they're quite boisterous.
Step.
Enter this room.
Step on the door.
As you hear what you can immediately remember as Julian's voice. My lady, please, it's the prisoners. They could be dangerous. Allow me to check on them. If you and you hear another voice say, "No, I know these ones to be troublemakers. I will look myself. I wish to be sure." To which, Hoppy, you don't hear anything, but you see your cell door fly open. The rabbit's in place. And the door slams shut again. You can hear Julian again saying, "Be careful, my lady, please. I wish you'd let me do." You know, he's trying to basically to talk her to let him check. Sal,
Okay.
you see your door swing open as well.
I whisper in Larry's ear, should I attack her? Should I jump her?
No.
I just look over at her.
And she looks to you, Sal, and says, "The green one too. Good." The door slams.
So I guess I'm hiding in the cot.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, and I'm just kind of standing by the door.
And Larry, you don't hear anything at your door, but you see it just slide right open, and you are met with this towering hag again, right at your, right in front of you. And she looks down to you and says, "You, back now!" And
Take a step back.
she is absolutely. Let's see what she sees. Oh my!
We don't know. That's a private.
I didn't mean to have a private, but she rolled a 6 as she looks into the room and says, "And the fiery one too. Good." And the door slams shut. But you hear outside again. Good. They haven't been up to anything, as you can see. I was wanting to come and taunt that Larian one again myself, but and she goes, yes, they are in place, but this is still bad, Julian. That means someone else is on the loose. We must look. You will join me. Come. And you just hear, yes, my lady. As you hear footsteps leaving. And that big stone down out door, you hear, oh, that closing sound once again.
Well, that was close.
The hell?
You can come out.
Also, the chattering and echoing of those marionettes has stopped.
You can come out, Rain. I think the coast is clear.
How did she not see me?
I
should have just hit her in her
I was tempted.
wide
but
ass hips.
I don't know if Hobby's ready for a fight right now, and Sal and them don't have their stuff. I don't really need all my stuff, but I don't know if they do.
Oh,
If the,
I can go around and cause some chaos if you guys want to rest up.
I think you already did that. And it's a little dangerous for you to go wandering out.
Last time we fought her, her friend turned me into a frog. I want some payback, man.
Well,
I was a
Scabatha,
frog while watching you guys get your asses kicked.
I really wish I tried really hard to get you back, but Scabatha was just too tough. But I don't think she's here. She was the one that was really dangerous.
Yeah,
We'll get her
Scabatha was the one that was the issue. We got some good hits on her.
Yeah. Well,
Let me see if I can get the cords to come back up real quick then.
all right, you try that. I'm gonna go in the corner real quick, and I'm gonna bite my hand and try and draw some blood, and I'm gonna try and do something similar to what I did the other day, and I wanna see if I taste that command magic on myself.
Sure, make another Arcana check on your blood.
I'm going to use my quarterstaff and kind of just like thump it against the ground. I'm gonna be like, quartz, quartz.
Rolling like poop.
Okay, you bump your quarterstaff on the ground, hoping to get the attention of the cords, Rain. And Larian, you try to sense if that magic is still there, but you can't tell, or it's gone, but you don't sense anything.
Oh, the other thing, Larry, there was no bell in her room.
There's no bell in that room. I wonder if it was supposed to be boarded up.
Oh.
Maybe it was in a different room, or was
There
there
was
anything?
a big glass mirror. Oh, I caused enough ruckus, but maybe it was behind that. I couldn't move it.
It's possible. Damn, I wish we had Gleam here too. Still, we don't have any of our secret weapons.
But we can get her back. I already have told the cords to go look for her.
Okay, good. As long as hopefully she's safe.
We'll have to say all our friends are on the outside, and I think we're down for another raid. Hopefully they hear my calling. I kind of keep hitting my quarterstaff on the ground.
Nothing happens as you hit your quarterstaff on the ground, but I can say, Sal, you hear a tapping sound coming from the next door cell.
I'm gonna tap on the wall back.
Rain, you actually do hear a tapping echoing back into the room.
What is that?
I'm standing or against this wall already. Can I tell that it's coming from the wall?
Oh, yeah.
That's just Sal. He probably hears you. Dude, actually, I mean, I wonder if the coast is clear and we can just walk out now.
Do you want to just walk back to the wardrobe? We can try to snag our guy on the way. Or should we
well,
wait for Julian? It's up to you.
I think we should wait for Julian. I mean, we can go talk to Sal and Hoppy. We don't have to stay in this small room.
Oh, I thought we were getting comfortable.
We are, but I'm probably wondering what you...
Taking his pants off, taking his shoes off, kicking back.
His shirt's already
Tucked
off.
up in the covers. He's already got his pants off. And I mean,
He's just looking down under the covers. I thought we were, just gonna snuggle. You're a genasi, or you're a genasi. I'm a genasi. Whatever.
Let's do Genasi things.
Yeah, let's
I mean,
you're fire, I'm water. See what
Forbidden lovers.
happens. Forbidden love. Sorry.
now I feel awkward staying in the room.
Rick said it.
Rick chose you. Everyone, he chose you.
I think that was by choice, by random chance.
He chose you.
Anyway,
Well,
Fanfic's coming soon.
I mean, I don't know. Do you want to stay high top yourself?
not really.
Right. Well, maybe if Sal can hear you banging, maybe I don't know if that's getting the core's attention.
I could cast my Gone, but that would probably get a lot of people's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be waiting for Julian for a while now that he's stuck with her too, looking.
Alright, so I guess we'll just hang out.
Pull my
Get
crystal out and try and focus on it.
Chords. I'll just kind of try and faintly call out from them. Chords. Chords?
Your voice echoes in the cell.
Damn it, Rick.
I wanted to mess with them.
We really should have called them like right away. Oh, we had Scabbeth on the ground. They fucked up those Darklings.
Yeah, they did a good job. While Larry talks to me, I just pull out Orc Massage and start reading it.
You guys are gonna hang around? We passing some time, or what are we doing?
After I
I'm
didn't
gonna start a
get
short rest. Get my 6 HP back.
After what, so?
after I didn't get any response from the tapping, I still hear it, right?
Oh, he stopped tapping, I think.
I'm gonna put my ear to the door and see if I hear anything out, like in the main room.
Nope. Just silence right now.
I'm gonna tap on the door. Say Horn of the Mother.
Your cell door opens.
Out. Would I have been able to tell that the tapping was coming from like over here?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tap on the door twice and say Motherhorn or Horn of the Mother on now Larry's cell door.
The cell swings open.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Sal.
is that you guys tapping?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the cords, but I think I scared them off. But well, at least the one I was with.
That checks out. I need to talk to Hoppy really quick.
Oh, by the way, we
Keep an ear out.
we burned out the contract, dude. You guys are free.
Fuck yeah, let's go. I'll let Hoppy know.
Well, at least I
Maybe.
thought it was yours.
I think so. I either sucked or couldn't, or it's not there anymore. I burned something.
Just burned something.
It looked like our contract.
Oh, when I got this ring, did I tell you guys I put the ring on?
Yeah, you did say that.
Oh, is that? What's the story about that ring?
It was in Enelyn's stuff, and I feel like, as much as I hate stealing, you know, she stole you guys from me, so eye for an eye.
That seems fair. Reciprocity.
It was on some
or whatever.
guy's like hand. It's kind
Is
of
it-
kind of gnarly, but
Is it magical or something?
I don't know. Check it out. I don't know
No.
magic for shit.
I'll get up and I'll grab his hand and I'll like look at the ring, I'll, like grab his finger and just. I don't know. I see like any runic carvings.
Make a DC 10 Arcana check.
DC 10.
DC 10.
I rolled a
Easy
10.
peasy.
You see these nuts? Ha!
It is absolutely magical.
Ah!
Yup, that thing's magical, alright.
What does
It's
it do?
magic right there.
I don't
I
know.
tell you what.
Is
Did I
the
get some
door
kind of idea of like maybe like type of magic? Or is it just magical?
Vaguely. You think it might have something to do with light and lightning, but that's a. It is attunable. If you spend some time just focusing on it, you can use it that way.
I think Finders Keepers, I think Rain should attune to it.
It
What
feels
does
like some sort of,
attunable mean?
feels like some sort of lightning magic you could probably.
You bind your soul to the item, essentially, Rain, and so that way you can use it.
Yeah, just sit there, spend some
Like-
time with it.
Yeah.
Might give
So,
you a neat cantrip.
did you tell me that it does lightning or light?
Yeah, some sort of lightning
Is the door open?
vibe.
Yeah, I'm standing in the doorway.
Move out real quick. And I go stand in the door. I move over to the right too. And I go, lightning.
Nothing
Oh,
happens.
You have to spend some time with it and just like really like concentrate on the ring, and then it
Oh.
can do something.
Yeah, I learned that from like monk school. You got to meditate on it for a little bit. So I sit there
Yeah, you have to attune with
and I
it.
gotta go into like a yoga pose.
Downward dog.
Yeah, I'm a downward dog. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
No,
So you
I cross my legs like I do the crisscross applesauce and start humming.
so you
And
might
I'm just imagining a
like
lightning bolt in my head. And after
close,
like
close the door.
after
I'm
like
gonna
10
shut the door.
seconds, I'm like, I'm ready. And I see that the door is shut down. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try it again. Lightning bolt.
I'm sorry.
God, you're just gonna be facing a door when you try and do that. Great. I'm gonna take a nap in the meantime. I'm gonna try to get a short rest in.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nothing's happened.
All right, so every minute or so,
Rick, go over a table. It takes about an hour.
I'm sitting there like every minute, just going lightning bolt.
Okay, you'll spend
Perfect.
your time doing that.
I fall asleep to his metronomic lightning bolt.
Larian starts resting. Sal, what do you
I
do?
didn't think I got so good at punching. I just kept going over and over again until
Yeah.
so I got the chest
It
open.
works.
I'm just afraid now that when it finally shoots a lightning bolt out and bounces around in this room, kills us both.
At least a little bit of damage. I'm gonna tap on Hoppy's door and say, "Horn of the Mother."
I immediately hide my crystal. Who the hell? Now what?
Damn,
Hello.
Sally, you ever heard of knocking?
Half-truth rabbit.
What do you mean half-truth rabbit? I told you the
Step
truth.
Forward. So I was sitting in my cell
Mm-hmm.
before Endolin came in.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. Julian was with her.
I'm gonna.
Rain's
Yeah, I heard
here.
him. How did that happen?
What, Rain?
Yeah.
I think the Corrid brought him, or Corrids.
Wait.
I
So
don't know where
we
the
can get
Corrids
out of
are.
here? Oh, great. Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know where the Corrids are. Also, our contract may be broken.
Can I make an Arcana check? Or can I check to see? Excuse me.
That face.
I stopped it. Shut up! Stop. Can
We're learning a lot every week.
Can I check to see if I feel that same magic that I felt before when I tried to dispel myself?
How?
With an Arcana check.
Describe
Would-
what Hoppy
no.
does.
Would well, I guess detect magic wouldn't work, would it?
Maybe.
Don't use another spell slot.
Detect magic can also be cast as a ritual, I believe, after 10 minutes. Is that true? Or is that a lie?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think it might be a ritual cast.
Yeah. Damn it. Never mind. Shit.
It doesn't take a spell slot if you do it as a ritual.
I don't know, cause I felt when I did that dispel magic. You said I definitely felt something there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to check and see if I still feel that thing there.
Just be spicy with it. I place my hand on my chest and I sense inside my body, my being, my soul, and search for anything out of the ordinary. You know, there's flavor out of it. Come on.
All right.
With gusto.
Arcana check.
I pull out my
Sorry.
crystal and I do an Arcana check and see what I roll. No. I try and focus on what Sal was saying and focus on that same feeling that I had felt before when I tried to dispel that. When I tried to do that dispel magic to see if the magic was still there. I don't know how else to do it.
That's good enough. Make an Arcana check.
Can you just do an Arcana check, please, and let me lose with my -2? Thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate
that's what I rolled, I think.
It is.
it. Fantastic.
You definitely sense something magical about yourself, but a lot of it's coming from the your possessions more than inside your body. You don't
Great.
feel or sense anything magical going on inside you right now.
We're rolling just in the middle point enough to know, like, it's enough doubt to not know, are we not sensing it because it's not there, or are we just not sensing it because it's not
I
enough?
know exactly. Is it because I'm not? I do have a bunch. God, it's fucking magical shit. All right. Yeah. All right. So get the cords. Let's get out of here. Why are we still here?
Try and call the Corrids. We're waiting for Julian.
How do we call it? Oh, that. And then I just immediately, like, absentmindedly grab the crystal around my neck. Yeah.
This whole time I'm just staring at that crystal. So I bring it back down to a whisper. Hey, so before Endolin came into my room, I was thinking about that crystal and
Why? And I immediately, like, get real fucking suspicious.
well,
You didn't care about it earlier.
that's because you didn't care about what I could do.
I already asked you if you could do anything. Everything you said is useless.
Oh, by the way, in the room next to you, all you guys hear is thunderbolt, lightning bolt.
What the hell is he doing?
What? He found a ring. Anyway.
Perfect way to describe it.
I just point at Hoppy and I say, that is exactly why I didn't care. Because you said I'm useless.
Dude, what? Alright, that's fair.
Anyway, that
Alright.
crystal, something about it is very familiar to me, and I was wondering if I could just look at it a little closer.
If you knew what it was, you'd have one of your own.
I didn't say I know what it is.
Okay, that's fair.
I just said I wanted to look at it a little closer.
You think you could fix it?
Maybe.
That's some full shit, so.
And I take the necklace off and I, like, hold it up to you.
I want to look at this thing closer, Jamie. You said something about it looked familiar to me.
What do you do with the crystal?
I'm just, well, obviously she's not going to relinquish possession of it, so I'm just going to look at it from, like, all different angles.
Okay.
I'm holding it up to you.
Lightning bolt.
Right.
Are you handing it to him, Hoppy, or are you just holding it for him to look at?
He hasn't tried to move for it.
Hoppy holds up a crystal, Sal, at your face and says nothing or gives any gesture or inclination like she's giving it to you or anything of the sort. You examine the crystal and it looks familiar. Like, it, for some reason, you almost feel like you, maybe not this specific one, but you've seen something of this material or of this type before. Other than that, it looks like a crystal.
It's glowing the whole time, by the way.
What color is it glowing?
It is a off-white.
Okay, he has like and 3 huge cracks in it.
Think you can fix it?
Maybe. Can I hold it? Can I reach for it?
I very reluctantly let you grab for it.
I take it out of Hoppy's hands very delicately.
And I let go.
Okay. Sal, as soon as you grab hold of it, it actually, I believe it changes colors.
It immediately turns purple. And then moss green. What the hell? Give that back. Get that back. It's obviously broken.
I hand it back.
Give that back. And I immediately grab it and it turns that off-white again. No. Where'd you say you were from?
The woods.
No, there's no way. There's no fucking way. And then like I say, touch it again.
I just one finger touch it.
It turns purple again, and then moss green.
There's no. I just shut the fuck up and like freak the fuck out. How?
What does it mean?
How? How are you from the island? How are you from Lost? Why?
I don't really know.
Wait, what? How do you not know? How do you not have a crystal? You don't have a. You don't have a.
I was abandoned as a child.
Sal, your childhood, all you ever remember is the forest. You didn't have a lot of help. You had critters and animals as friends in a couple ways, but you never really knew civilization while you were young. But after examining this crystal and touching it, you're almost positive that in the woods you're from, you saw crystals akin to the one that you touched just growing out of the ground, sometimes out of trees. It seemed so natural, it slipped your mind until just now touching this one.
Okay, so with that in mind, would I maybe have some knowledge on how to either fix or replace Hoppy's crystal?
Not in the slightest.
So you know how to fix this, right? You're literally a trueborn. I mean, like I couldn't do it, but you.
Is he a true soul?
I got tadpole, baby.
I hope not.
He's got a tadpole in his head.
Got that tadpole, baby.
Oh, go ahead.
Like, look at it,
ahead,
and I literally just keep pushing it. I just keep touching it to you, and it keeps just changing those two colors and going back. Look at it. How do you not? How?
That's.
I'm flabbergasted.
I mean, I remember these crystals growing up. Now that it's. Now that I'm like looking at it closer and like investigating it a little more, but I don't exactly know how to fix them or replace it.
Sal, with this memory flooding back to you, you're actually a bit more. You feel concerned as you recall your past. You remember seeing the woods you grew up in. You're familiar with them. But it feels like there is a large gap in your memory when you were younger.
So maybe I could make the connection that these crystals wiped my memory. Maybe
you can pull from that whatever you like. As of right now, all you know is all you know.
Well, Hoppy, all I know is what I know.
I am what I am.
Which it seems like very little. Normally, druids of Lost have connections to the crystals. They could they manipulate them in crazy ways. I've seen some crazy shit. But
big old gaps in my memory. I really don't know.
How did you get off?
Like I said,
how did you grow?
I've grown up in the forest for.
You've never been to any of the cities?
No.
Not even the capital?
No.
How?
I was abandoned. I just lived in the forest with the woodland animals.
We'll have to address further what that means or how that is next time, because it's time to go ahead and call it for the evening. Man, we almost just walked into another guess we're fighting now moment, huh?
Guess we're whipping ass.
You're
That's
close.
exactly what I
Yeah,
wanted.
what if Julian was pissed off?
What if he was pissed off? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he didn't indicate anything. He seemed to be trying to stop her, so
You know what
He
the
said-
worst thing about fighting in a
I was
prison
close
is?
to I was close to transforming and jumping her as soon as she opened the door.
It better to be pissed off than pissed on.
This was my buddy
It's
Rain.
Yeah, I mean, the luck of the rolls were here tonight. Things worked out for the most part, minus intentionally setting off some wards and whatnot here and there.
Did that on purpose.
Who did that?
Who did that indeed?
Yeah, good job overall. We got a little bit of lore. Got a little lore rolling. Julian's here. Hoppy stuff worked for the costs that she's not too familiar with yet, but guarantee she will be. And a little
Not
bit about
looking
Sal
forward
too,
to figuring that out.
that he has no idea about and still doesn't. He's from the forest.
Maybe I'm the heir of the Archdruid of Lost.
Maybe he's the heir of the Archdruid of Lost, and I don't know. He grew up in the woods with some squirrels and shit.
How
There's
will
some
I
crystals
know?
sometimes.
How much older is Sal than Hoppy?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think Sal is, if I remember correctly, he's like
And
in
how-
his 30s.
And how much does Sal look like a rabbit?
Asking the real
Like a
questions.
rabbit.
Double check them ears, just in case. Maybe
Yeah,
a little
you
longer than
got
they should
some
be.
long ass ears tucked behind his hair.
Where do I see what I put down as my age?
Yeah, I was trying to look at that too.
I think that's on your
The description?
yeah, description.
Oh, okay. So Sal's a little older than I was remembering.
Oh yeah.
Sal is 60 years old.
Oh,
I'm a beautiful 21.
He lived in the forest for a very long time.
I'm
Same health,
very
health stuff.
young. It took me a very long time to do what I did.
well, half elves live. They live long lives too. Harengan,
Yeah.
I think, live normal lives.
I'm
Yeah, I think-
38.
If I remember correctly, half elves live to be
Wait, so
at
I'm
least
the youngest?
150.
Something like that.
Oh my god,
Oh.
I'm the smallest and the youngest.
I don't know how young it
Worse.
Get a baby.
How old's Rain?
I don't know.
Like
Rain, how old are you?
26.
He's 26.
I am the youngest.
Baby.
Damn it. Just a little baby boobop.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get us out of here. We started a little late, but we got some good gaming in. So thank you everybody for watching, be it live or on our VODs on YouTube. We appreciate it. Please subscribe, comment, thumbs up and stuff if you enjoyed it and whatnot.
Ding that bell.
This has been another episode of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight that we do every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, normally. So catch us again next week. We will be continuing our adventures in the Feywilds of Prismere. I think next time we might get a little bit of a climax out of this place. I don't think there's going to be a
5 of the Motherhorn.
a lot more Motherhorn to come.
Want to kill this hack so fucking bad right now? You have no idea. I was like, do I just fucking pounce her? Do I just do it?
He had her
on that
tonight,
path.
bud.
But we'll have to see what when Julian pops back, if he does pop back, how that goes. So we'll see next week. Besides that, check out our Friday campaign. We got some Saltmarsh coming up. Ghost of Saltmarsh is this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time as our live game ran by JD, and a new game I've been talking about for a while starts next week. Beneath the Shattered Obelisk with a brand new group. A couple people from Avernus coming in, and then a couple people that have never done D&D before or played in past games like Ram the Frostmaiden and whatnot. So look forward to that. I'll be running that one. I hope I have everything ready. I think I have everything ready. So be ready for it. That is everything I have. So again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Julian's fine. Totally fine, right? He's totally fine.